8 months ago, I wish I had phase one. I would have saved myself 6 months of pain and plateau. I mean, there's a reason why 8, 9, 10 months ago, I posted that 70-pound hammer curl. Do you guys really think I was ready for that? I mean, I could pull up a video right now. I mean, it was just, you could tell that there was just something wrong within my structure that was causing a force leak. I couldn't even barely control it on the way down. There was just something leaking. And then, push comes to shove, and a few months later, I have elbow pain, I have wrist pain, like all this stuff. And I literally backed myself up months. And, it could be a hammer curl issue for you. It could be anything else. But for me, it was hammer curls. I love hammer curls. I'll make a separate video. Let me know if you want a separate video on why I think hammer curls are the best for your arm. In this video, we're going to break down what the heck is phase one. Because if I were in your shoes and I saw some guys preaching about phases and all this stuff, especially with all the saturated bodybuilder language and gym bro logic all over the internet, I would be pretty confused as well. This is the type of person that I think would benefit from phase one. Someone that probably needs phase one is someone that's in pain or thinks that in the near future they could have a possibility of pain because something doesn't feel right. Or you're already going through pain and you're compensating and training around the pain. So for example, what I did 8 months ago, I was wrapping my wrist, making the problem worse. So if you're having wrist pain, if you're having elbow pain when you're lifting, when you're doing pull-ups, when you're doing push-ups, then you need phase one because you skipped phase one and went to phase 2, 3, or 4 when your structure wasn't ready for phase 2, 3, or 4. And what can Forged Grip do? I can address the leak, I can help your body gain control and capacity, and I can fix your arm's force expression. There is a leak going on somewhere in your arm. That's why you have the wrist pain in the first place. Because when you're lifting and your structure isn't ready for it, or you're doing any type of workout and your structure isn't ready for it, certain parts of your arm, whether you know it or not, are overworking to compensate other parts of the arm that should be structurally capable of doing the movement and the lift and the weight or whatever it is. And you neglected that because if you know, you know. I neglected it too, which is why I couldn't do pull-ups for 3 months. I couldn't lift anything over 40 pounds for months. I couldn't do push-ups. I couldn't do anything. And even though I'm only talking about wrist pain right now, this could be any pain in your arm. It could be elbow pain. You already know. So my solution to you is the 4-phase system. What is the 4-phase system? Well, phase one is you're stopping the leak. Stop feeding the leak. Because every time you put wrist wraps on to stop the pain or do other exercises because this particular exercise gives you pain, you're actually making the leak worse because you're making it where there's more of an imbalance in your body. So if pull-ups don't give me wrist pain, but push-ups do, and I stop doing push-ups and I continue doing push-ups, I'm going to make the push-up pain way worse because I'm not fixing the underlying cause within my body that's causing the pain. So phase one puts an end to that. We're going to find out right away what's going on with your body and why it's causing pain. And we're going to stop doing certain exercises that cause it and start adding in exercises maybe you need to stop it completely. A good analogy that I have for this is the hole in the bucket analogy, except there's a twist on it. So when you get a hole in a bucket, you could put water in it and water's just going to leak out of the hole, right? Whatever, fine. If you're a cheapskate, you'll keep the bucket with the hole because the bucket's doing its job and you only need the water for a little bit, right? The hole isn't going to get any bigger. But with your body, it's different. When you fill the bucket and continue filling the bucket and continue reusing the bucket, you're making the hole bigger. Our bodies don't act like buckets. They act as systems. It's a structure. You need to be more of an operator and an architect with your body, not just lift weights like a cheapskate trying to use a bucket with a hole in it because big deal. So you're being cheap on your body. You think you can save money with the leaky bucket, but guess what? You're not. You're actually making the hole worse. And eventually the hole will get so bad that there's no repair and you'll have to replace the bucket. But here's the thing. You can't replace your body. You only have one. So we're trying to get you from that guy saying something's hurting, I don't know what, to I know where the leak is, I know how to fix it, I know what exercises I need to do, and I know how to progress forward from here. Because if you don't know this stuff, if you don't have this philosophy within your body, you'll just end up with golfer's elbow and carpal tunnel, and your fitness career is over in your 20s, which you don't want. I'm sure you don't want that. So Forge Grip Athletics is trying to help you gain certainty. Right now, you're uncertain. You're trying all these different things. You're going through pain. You're seeing forearm strengthening YouTube videos on YouTube and the internet, and you're searching all these articles, listening to these podcasts, listening to these tendon guys, but you don't actually have a system catered to you. You're just getting information from everywhere else on the internet and hoping that you can plug yourself into that information and hopefully help. And maybe it can, maybe it can't. I think that you're better off getting a customized system because everybody's imbalance is different. Everybody's weak link is different. Everybody's structure is different. Everybody's at different phases. You could be past phase 1 and need phase 2. You could be in phase 4 already and you might have to cycle back to phase 1 differently. Everybody's different. Everybody's at a different place. So, and phase 1, if you haven't gotten it by now, it's not supposed to make you stronger. It's supposed to set you up with a good foundation to get stronger. It's supposed to fix the irritation, fix the leak, and make it where you can express your strength better. Then phase 2, 3, and 4, you can start working on that strength and then cycle it back over. Because everything is an inverted U curve. You can't stay on phase 4 forever once you're there. It's an inverted U curve. You're going to have to go back to phase 1. It's complex, but it isn't complex. It's actually very simple. So I hope that this broke down why phase 1, when I'm spieling about phase 1. I really hope so. I hope that it's basically making you go from being I'm in pain to wow, these exercises are helping and I can finally get strong again. So yeah, that's it. Any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know and I can clarify anything you want. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.